All right. So these are the murders committed personally by the God himself. Everyone in the whole world except for Noah and his family. Lot's wife. All of the people of Sodom and Gomorrah except for Lot, who was considered good because he offered his virgin daughters to a mob of men and then slept with both of them himself later, according to the Bible. Judah's firstborn son, Er's brother Onan, the firstborn of all of Egypt, the Pharaoh and all of his army in the Red Sea. Nadab and Abihu were killed by God because he was upset that they made a fire. Some Jews were burned for complaining. A plague was sent against the Jews for being greedy. Another plague was sent to the Jews who gave the chosen land a bad report. That killed 11 of said Jews. Korah and the other Jews who didn't like Moses were killed. 14,700 Jews killed by a plague sent by God, apparently for the hell of it. Many Jews were killed by serpents that God sent. Some unspecified number of Philistines. 50,070 Jews who looked in the Ark of the Covenant. That, I think, is a hilarious one, because if you're like the second Jew in line, you don't look. It's the first guy opens up the box and vaporizes.
They didn't all look in. It was like some looked in and all of them were punished.
Oh, okay.
When it came time to flood the whole earth except for Noah, it didn't matter if there was a baby in some town that might have been innocent, and it didn't matter.
Nabal was killed for scorning David. Uzzah was killed for touching the ark, which he did only because he was trying to keep it from falling.
What a moron. You should have known you can't hurt that thing.
David and Bathsheba's child, killed by God. 70,000 people killed by a pestilence sent by God because David sinned. 102 were killed by fire sent down on Azahiah's men. Bears, at God's command, killed 42 children because they mocked Elisha. God sent lions to kill some invaders. He also killed 185,000 Assyrians and 80,000 more Israelites who were bad for various reasons. And so they follow this monster, even though, according to the Holy Book itself, he personally killed more than 399,933 people himself. That is, of course, not counting any of the groups that for which the Bible doesn't give an exact figure, like everybody on earth except for Noah and his family.
What about the people that God ordered to have?
Oh, well, let me go on.
Oh, boy.
Again, according to the Bible, the God killed every man in Shechem, sending Jacob's sons to do it. God ordered 3,000 Jews killed who were worshiping a golden calf. Ordered the death of a man gathering wood on Sunday. Ordered the death of the entire nation of Canaan. The city of Heshbon, taken from the Amorites, a bunch of killing there. All of the people of Bashan, 24,000 Jews who followed Baal, all the Midianites except for its virgin girls.
And there were 32,000 of those virgin girls, according to the Bible.
Now, how big does a city have to be in order to have 32,000 virgin girls?
Funny you should ask, because I actually did all the math on this yesterday for the Nonprofit Show. In order to come up with an average of about 32,000 teenage girls or virgin girls, and this covers from the age 0 to 17, you need a city with a population of a little over 300,000, roughly the number of people who were in the city of Tampa around the year 2000.
Wow.
How would they go about figuring out who was a virgin and who wasn't?
Let's not even go there quite yet. Continuing, everyone in Jericho except for Rahab, who was the hooker who betrayed her city.
God loves hookers at the point.
How do I pronounce this? Achan? Achan, and his family, who had nothing to do with it, for stealing. Everyone in the cities of Ai, Makkedah, Libnath, Jarmuth, Gedor, Hormah, Arad, Adullam, Bethel, Tappuah, Hepher, Apheth, Lasharon, Madon, Taznach, Megiddo, Kedesh, Jokneam, Dor, Goyim, Tirzah, and all of the Amorites, all the people in all of those cities, ordered killed by this deity, now worshipped by Christians.
And Jews.
The men of Bezek totaling 10,004. The people of Jerusalem, Sheshai, Ahiman, and Talmai. The people of Zephath, Gaza, Ashkelon, Ekron, and the king of Moab, named Eglon. The army of Sisera, excuse me, I'm having trouble with these ancient names. The army of Sisera and the men of Karkor. 20 cities destroyed by Jephthah at God's command. Let me continue. Samson killed 30 men who solved his riddle, the Philistines, and tons of other people when he died. 50,100 men of the tribe of Benjamin, the Ammonites, the Philistines, and the Amalekites. David killed a whole bunch of people at God's command, totaling 331,269. Solomon killed 3 people. There was all of Jeroboam's extended family, all of Baasha's extended family, 450 prophets of Baal, 793,000 Jewish Baal worshippers, 127,000 Arameans, 1 man who, because he refused to strike a prophet, an unknown number of Moabites, 172 people, including Jezebel, Ahab's sons, Joram, their priests, and their friends.
And their friends' priests.
And their friends' priests. Thank you. Ahaziah's relatives, numbering 142. All of Baal's followers, and in this case, no number is given, but we can assume the Baal followers already killed in the previous references don't count. Athaliah was killed. Matan, the priest of Baal. 10,002 Edomites and 2 servants. All of the pregnant women in Tirzah.
That's one of the most absurd things I've ever heard. That the Bible would account for, we killed 10,002 Edomites and 2 servants. Rawr. It was a glorious day.
Hezekiah killed 20,000 people. 500,000 Israelites killed one another at the command of God. 50,000 Ethiopians. 23,000 Seirites. Haman's army of 510 people. More of that army, 75,300 people, and we're finally done with the things actually listed in the Bible. That totals, are you ready for this, folks? More than 2,017,956 people ordered killed, according to the Bible, by the God of the Bible. This is not even counting 65 entire cities listed in the Bible as destroyed and their residents slain by order of the God, where they didn't bother to give the exact figures of how many dead. Compare that, if you will, just for contrast. In the entire Bible, you know how many people Satan kills? I'll tell
Job's
you.
kids.
Job's kids. Satan kills Job's children in the Bible. And that's only after God told him that he could.
Bummer.
Which, as far as I'm concerned, means put Job's kids on God's total. So, I don't want to hear any more of this nonsense about this God being a God of peace and love.
Yeah.
If you're still following this monster, I just have to ask you why.